I have a head full of numbers this morning. It's almost 2 hours to high tide. That would put the high tide around 10 a.m., 72 degrees at 8 a.m. And it says it's sunny out. What do you think, T-Rex? Is it sunny? Oh, yes, it is. It's gorgeous. We have a hole in the clouds and the fog and the smoke. First numbers, 22,300 miles. That's how high the Goes East satellite is. And altitude, looking down, there's the hole in the clouds and the fog right over Boston. You see the valley fog, and you see the smoke off to the west. 0 miles per hour is the wind. Glassy water on the Fore River. Excuse me. First words of the day. And there is the fog. Inland with a dose of smoke this morning. 356 days in a year, including the snow year. And today is the final day of the snow year, 22-23. Mount Washington, 256 inches of snow this season. Little patch of it there. The webcam finally shows something other than fog, which is a cloud touching the ground, which is pretty easy when your ground is 6,000 feet up in the sky. Mount Washington. 282 average annual snowfall on Mount Washington. 34 degrees in Bryce Canyon, Utah this morning. 83 degrees in Greenwood, Mississippi. Quite the battle there. Temperature gradient battle zone for thunderstorms. Severe weather outlook. Today, across the, looks like, what's that called? The Ohio Valley, on the edge of endless heat across the south. Heat advisories and warnings in effect. Parts of California, and then from Texas north into southern Illinois, and then you run into the smoke. It's all the gray on there with the unhealthy smoke in the atmosphere. Let's do the smoke forecast first. There it is, kind of circulating around. It's old smoke now, so it's somewhat diluted and perhaps higher in the sky than the last few days. Circulating around, especially western New England. June 30, last day of June. July 1st, tomorrow. Today and tomorrow, probably the nicest days this week. 63 degrees is the dew point temperature today, so it's less humid. But low pressure, what is it, 10, 12, low pressure, moving across central New England now. Tomorrow night, Saturday night, into Sunday. That makes a big difference in the forecast. When the low goes to your north, the air comes from the south. So the forecast for the weekend is a lot warmer than it was a couple of days ago. So I would say maybe the GFS won in this department, although it's not done yet. This is the Euro I'm showing you with the red line being the temperature near 80, and the dew point goes down, but then it starts to come back up, and then the dew point is actually going up into the 70s Monday and Tuesday. Because that low and a wavy front is going to be across central New England, that's where the focus for the thunderstorms are going to be, while in southern New England it's going to turn warm to hot and very humid. So we're going to get a dose of some of that heat next week. Right near the coast with this fairly light wind, you may stay cooler, but inland we're probably going back to 90. We haven't seen that really much in a while. Probably starting July 4th. So you have pretty much, I hear fireworks here every night right now. Our fireworks are on Monday. A lot of towns having them tonight, tomorrow night, Sunday, Monday. I don't think there's any Tuesday. There'll probably be some citizen fireworks, but each afternoon and evening where there are going to be scattered showers and thunderstorms, least likely today and tomorrow, very likely Sunday, Monday, and then every day next week. We may end up getting some severe weather with that front. Tropical remnant Cindy east of Bermuda this morning. The guidance still has our front, which is now mostly offshore, merging with the remnant of Cindy for somewhat of a low pressure system way out there, but looking fairly weak and slow moving. You also see the waves of low pressure coming along in New England there on that map in the upper left. The time, incidentally, is in the upper left. You can see the time changing there, but it's in Greenwich Mean Time. Greenwich Mean Time, midnight in Greenwich, England is 8 p.m. here. So it's 4 hours early. So you got to subtract 4 hours from those numbers. So if it says 0 on there, that's 8 p.m. If it says 6, that's 2 a.m. If it says 12, that's 8 a.m. So 8 a.m. right now is called 1200 Zulu. You got to do a lot of math after you get after the 12s. So 18Z Zulu, Greenwich Mean Time. You got to subtract 4, and now you're looking at 1400 hours here. Then you got to subtract another 12 to get to 2 p.m. this afternoon. Should be beautiful, 2 p.m. this afternoon. We went up Great Hill yesterday. Boy, is it filling in. Right? And we went on a wildlife safari. Let's see if we can find the turkeys. I lost T-Rex. I finally did find the turkeys, but I think they were different ones than the ones from last week. Anyhow, so I'll leave you with that. But first, we're going to see how close we can get to this bunny before he scurries off to the left and into those bushes. 3, 2, 1. Oh, taking a different route, are you? There he goes. All right, talk to you tomorrow. Happy weekend. Independence Day is the name of this holiday. It's not the July 4th holiday. It's called Independence Day. Back into turkey territory. It's been a week, so those babies must be ready to fly. The weeds are now getting up to waist to chest high. Would never see the turkey in there now. You can see a towering cumulonimbus, though, right over Halifax. Did they say it was going to rain in Halifax this morning? This morning being yesterday at this point. Thursday, June 29th. Look at all the cabbage butterflies. Very pretty. Waist high in weeds. Or are these flowers? You tell me. Weed or a flower? Feel of Florida. Look at that. There's dozens of these white cabbage butterflies. And somewhere in there, there's a dog. Hey, dog. Where are you? Always a flower somewhere. Here he is. What are you looking for? Turkeys? All right, so we do have flowers. These are glories. I think they just grow anywhere. I don't know if they were part of the seed mix we saw get put down here or not. I feel like I'm in another world compared to just a month and a half ago here. I see the mother turkey up there. See her? I would assume that's the mother. There's 2 turkeys. I'm not sure. I don't see any kids. Oh yeah, there they are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. First time I've seen 2 adults. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 little babies, as far as I can tell. They still don't look like their wings are big enough to fly into the trees. This looks like a different group because the other ones were smaller. I mean, should be bigger than this. These ones are smaller than the ones I saw a couple weeks ago. I think this is a different family. They own the southwest corner of the park. The other ones own, southeast. The other ones own the northwest part of the park. And I lost T-Rex again. Beyond the turkeys, I don't have much and more today. I've got Steve over here admiring the weeds and my tomatoes and peppers. We did get a sea breeze today. The air was sinking over the ocean, so it was definitely a diurnal wind day. Wind was from the east. You can still see the boats pointing toward the east a little bit. Really nice day. Jenny says a big downpour in Halifax. I missed that. And T-Rex just chilling on the lounge chair. Does he have the life or what? Yeah, I guess I do too, don't I? All right, thanks. All right. That's good enough for today, I guess.